ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। गौरसरचरित्रामितनिधि गौरं सर्वं स्तुवे गौरेण प्रतितं रहस्य भजनं गौरं सर्वं ददे। गौरस्य कृपालुरात्रि न परो गौरस्य भृत्य स्वभावां गौर गौरमचरामि भगवान् गौर प्रभु रक्ष माम्। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वृंदाई तुलसी देवी प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवते नमो नमः। नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगावरायते। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। Everyone together. Hello. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Bhajan Rahasya by Srila Bhakti Thakur. So we were hearing many details of eightfold pastimes of divine couple Shri Radha Krishna. What they do throughout the day and night. How the 24 hours has been divided into 3 hours or sometimes 3.5 hours, and they perform many pastimes being together. Some pastimes have been union and some pastimes have been separation. And of course, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, performing pastimes with his friends and also with his parents Yashoda Maya and Nanda Baba. So yesterday we heard the first yam from 3:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. is called Nishant Bhajan. Second yam, Prata Kaliya Bhajan. Okay. Third yam, did I explain third yam? Yeah, Purvan Kaliya Bhajan. And this, but we already heard this yesterday. Yes, the fourth yam, the secrets of the stage of Ruchi, Adoshrada, Sadhu Sang, Bhajan Kriya, Anath Nivritti, Ruchi. When a person comes to the stage of Ruchi means taste, are found to be concealed within the fourth yam, which is known as Madhyan Kaliya Bhajan. This is also very important. And this is a time when Krishna, he meets Radharani and all the gopis at Radha Kund, the center place of the whole universe, Radha Kund, where Radharani, the shelter of worship, the pleasure-giving potency of Krishna, who gives halad, bliss, to everyone. The word bliss emanates from her. She is bliss personified In all spiritual worlds, all the associates of the Lord, when they extract some bliss by serving the Supreme Lord, that comes from Radharani. In this material world, anyone feel happiness is a perverted form of that bliss, but the source is same. The source is Radharani. Okay. So Krishna, leaving the Sakhas, his friends, he comes to Radhakund, the center place of the universe, where Radharani flows. She is a female consort of Krishna, but she flows in a liquid form, like in water. And that's why Radha Kund is not different from Radharani. Yasya Radha Priya Vishnu, Tasya Kundam Priyam Tatha. Just like Radharani is dear to Krishna, similarly, her liquid form, her water form, she is flowing at Radha Kund, is also dear to Krishna as she herself. Okay. This is Madhyan Kaliya Bhajan. Very important. In the stage of Ruchi, Ruchi means taste. When one develops a taste in chanting or all spiritual activities. Right now, the taste comes sometimes, not all times. And we do have taste for some other activities which are not spiritual and which are sometimes unfavorable to spiritual life. Many devotees, they get through this hard time of fighting with the senses, fighting with the urges of mind, fighting with the senses. Quarrel is there, pulling is there, pushing is there. Because of the reason that taste is still there to enjoy this material world. Until the point one gets attached and addicted to the taste of material world, one cannot come on the stage of relishing or enjoying that bliss in taste of spiritual activities. Two things cannot go parallel. One has to get disturbed for the other. Material life and spiritual life cannot go along. It's two different opposites. If material life going very good, be careful. Something is wrong with the spiritual life. It's just two different opposites. If spiritual life is going very good, some disturbance, some turbulence definitely be there in material life. So that's the concept one needs to develop. I told many times, it's just a matter of conception. A person is same, but his concept was different before. And now after practicing Krishna consciousness, the person remains same. It's not two horns comes out from his head, but just the concept of perceiving the world becomes different. That is called Krishna consciousness. To develop that consciousness, okay, to develop that consciousness, this is all about practicing Krishna consciousness. Practicing under the guidance of a trainer. Trainer means a spiritual master. He has experience. What happens in what stage? He has all experience. And then he share his experience, or he correct the disciple with his experience, his realizations. But when we don't take him seriously and we just take him easygoing, this is what happens. Instead of developing taste in spiritual life, one start getting enjoyment in the material taste. And gradually spiritual life goes down, and again that same urges develop, and one get engrossed in material activities, and then suffer, and then repentance, and then again come back to spiritual life. This like all the time is tossing. Yeah, it's tossing. Why it is like that? Because of only one reason: lacking in surrenderness, which is in line with lacking in association. In association. That's the weak point. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Raso Varjam. That means if you develop a high taste, then lower taste immediately goes away. Okay. High taste. When a high taste is developed, imagine a person has never had cake in his life or a pizza in his life. Never ever. Just surviving on just some dry bread and with some butter, that's all. But after going through, I mean, after the age of 30, once that person entered one party, and in the party, pasta, pizza, noodles, halwa, cake, cookies, all these things. The person tastes that. Oh, wow, I never had this taste. What is this? So when he's tasting all this, and the friend promised him that every day you'll get this, will you able to see that bread and butter again? No, forget about bread and butter. If I'm getting pizza every day, what I need more? And a cake every day. Chocolate cake, strawberry cake, vanilla cake. Will not look at bread anymore. Why? The lower taste is gone because of overlapping of, or we can say, the predominance of the higher taste. The lower taste immediately goes away, washed out. So therefore, we are, the whole world has some taste. Every individual has some taste. But when spiritual life, Krishna consciousness taste, one get taste to enter into the realm of happiness and bliss in Krishna consciousness, Bhakti, then there is no pulling and there is no quarrel, no fight. One get easy going following that journey of Bhakti, devotion, because the taste is developed. And when the taste develops, then the concept develops, the conception. Okay, this is what the whole idea, but this is only what I've said is just a preliminary stage. But here, Ruchi means something very high, almost on the sixth stage of devotion life. All stages are, I mean, the complete stages are nine steps. This is already sixth stage. And to come to this point, it takes birth and births and births and births to come to this point. Ruchi. Okay. In this stage of Ruchi, the sadhaka has no other prominent desire but to serve Shri Krishna. No other desire. All the time thinking of serving Krishna. The transcendental sentiments of prayers such as Shreya, Kervika, Chandrika, Vitranam and Na Dhanam, Na Janam explain bhajan in this stage. Okay, as I said yesterday, 8 yams and 8 verses in Shikshashtakam, right? This is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur is trying to do competitive study. 8 yams, pastimes of Radha Krishna, and then there are 8 verses of Shikshashtakam. This is about fourth stage, means fourth yam, where a person prays, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitava jagadish kamai, mama janmani janmaneshwari bhagavad bhakti rahetu ki toi. O Lord, I have no desire to attain wealth. Uh, I have no desire to get followers. No desire. Then what is your desire? Mama janmani janmaneshwari. Birth after birth, may I attain your unflinching faith in your devotion, in your pure bhakti. Is that possible? Praying in a mood of begging to the Lord. I don't want this wealth. I don't want followers. But again, I did mention this few days back. This is, even though this is universal, but there are many details in this statement. When it comes to preaching, when it comes to the service to the Lord, then we need wealth and we need followers. What to speak of preaching, observing any festival? What two things required? Manpower. Please, can you help decorating the temple? Oh, it's my Guru Maharaj disappearance day. Can you please help decorating the temple? Can you do some marketing? Buy some grocery? Can you get this? Can you get that? Then someone will going to cook, someone going to serve, someone going to do cleaning. So collectively, even a small festival, we need some helping hands. And of course, we also need some money. Otherwise, how are we going to celebrate the feast? Or even flowers or anything? Just one festival, just one small program. And what to speak of the preaching movement? We need wealth, we need followers. So the intent should be clear and intent should be pure. It's all about your intent. Not that I really want wealth and I need adoration from people in journal for what I do. I want the credit of what I'm doing. That's what Mahaprabhu is telling. That's not correct. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitava jagdisha kame. Jagdish means the Lord of the universe. So you don't want this. Then what you want? Mama janmani janmani. Birth after birth. In this prayer, something significant is a devotee, a practitioner is not even praying for his liberation. Please take me to your abode, Golok Vrindavan. I'm suffering in this world. Even not that. Because even if that prayer is there, please take me to Golok Vrindavan. I don't want to stay here. That means, or you still have that enjoying mood. You want to enjoy. You can't enjoy here because your trouble of sufferings, then you want to enjoy in Golok Vrindavan with spiritual facilities. So something is called gross enjoyment and something is called subtle enjoyment. Enjoying material world is gross enjoyment. And enjoying spiritual is also subtle enjoyment. Yes, subtle. So Mahaprabhu is teaching us, Mama Janmani Janmaneshwari, Bhagavad Bhakti Rahetu ki Tvai. Every birth means I'm not even asking liberation Let me take birth again and again. I'm not asking liberation from you, but just my begging, one request. Every birth, let me get your bhakti. What kind of bhakti? Ahetuki tvai. Ahetuki means without condition. Unconditional bhakti. Not with condition. That when I will perform devotion to you, then I should always, that's a desire. Then I should always be happy, should not be any problem to me. That means condition. You buy something, terms and condition applicable. Krishna, I will love you, I will worship you with terms and condition. T and C applicable. There is no T and C. Only B and L. Bhakti and love applicable. Ahetuki tvai. Unconditional bhakti, unconditional love. If you disappoint me by not appearing before me, or if you make me happy by appearing before me, still you be the Lord of my life. That's Ahetuki Bhakti. Fourth yam. And then also, Srila Bhakti Thakur mentioning here, Shreya Kervika Chandrika Vitranam. What is Chandrika? What is Shreya? Shreya means there are two paths. One is prayer, one is Shreya. Prayer means how to say this? Shreya means all auspicious, the path of all auspiciousness. So when we take this word, all auspiciousness, we always try to assume positive. I'm just telling you something very practical. We assume all auspiciousness will come to me. Shreya Kervika Chandrika Vitranam. That means everything will be good. Everything will be coming good to me, positive to me. No. There will be moments when something negative will come to you. Yes. And now it depends on you to take that negative as positive. Sometimes negatives are also helping us in advancement of spiritual life. The examples, many examples. Bill Mangal Thakur. I think many of you have heard about him. Shri Bill Mangal Thakur was attached to a prostitute. Literally attached. Cannot spend a day without seeing her or without meeting with her. But one day prostitute chastised him or corrected him. That's the better word. You attached to this body made of flesh and blood and showing so much attachment to this body of mine. If you would have developed the same attachment to Krishna, the Supreme Lord, you would have easily attained him by now. Exactly that attachment is needed to get him. And these words of Chintamani, the name of that prostitute, pierced the heart of Bimal Thakur and made him thoughtful. What I'm doing? And what she said is correct. Attachment, the desire to get attached is there, but just need to mold in a different direction. From that prostitute to Krishna. And then he took a promise. Yes, what she said is correct. The so many years of attachment just broke with one sentence. Why? Was that prostitute a pure devotee? No. How it broke? Not because of the purity of the words of prostitute. No. But the purity of acceptance of those words. The seriousness of the acceptance of those words. That made him changed. The gravity of holding those words in his life. That changed his life. Otherwise, prostitute saying so many things. But it is how much gravity we are giving to that words. Shri Bimangal Thakur, he gave so much attention and gravity to those words of Chintamani. And his life changed. How is possible? In just one night? Personality Shri Bimangal Thakur, who can cross the river on a dead body, corpse, without feeling any foul smell. The body was rotten, but was not affecting his consciousness because his mind is absorbed in that prostitute and desire to meet with that prostitute. And no fear, because he jumped into the room of that prostitute by holding a snake. He's not even seeing that this is snake. He's taking this snake as a rope. So the words was very harsh, but he took this very seriously. That's the point. And his attachment changed. He thought what she said is correct. I need to go to Vrindavan, the residence of Krishna, the Supreme Lord. And now he is walking and walking, crossing all the forest. And on the way, he saw one other woman and he got attracted to her, seeing her beauty. Because that previous samskaras are still bothering him. His intentions are good. Now he got changed and is walking to Vrindavan. But that previous samskara is still, was hiding in a hidden way, present there. Moment saw that woman, again he got attracted. Now he want to destroy that conception of getting attracted again and again. Because very serious aspirant of Bhakti. So what he did, he took the hairpins. He asked for the hairpins from that lady and she gave her hairpins and he plucked his eyes. He became blind and blood started flowing from his eyes. So, was everything positive? Negative. But how you're taking that negative, that matters a lot. Auspiciousness means, don't consider auspiciousness means always everything will be righteous, everything will be smooth. Because of our previous billion and infinite lifetime samskaras, karmas, It can affect anyone. No one can get scared of it. It can come in any way. Understand? It just come in any way and try to disturb. But the sadhak, the practitioner, has to be so strong, very strong, and not giving up his or her services. Keep on doing. As I'm telling so many times, Srila Prabhupada is saying, while chanting, if you're having bad thoughts, don't give up your chanting, thinking of bad thoughts are coming in my mind, sinful thoughts coming in my mind. Keep on chanting. That means keep on your services. Don't obstruct your services. If anyone try to obstruct the services, the person will get reactions. The person will get reaction of stopping your services. That's also a point. So try to catch this point. Shreya Kervika Chandrika Vitranam. The auspiciousness will arise. But what is that auspiciousness? It can come in any way. But now it depends on the practitioner. If he or she is taking that incident as auspicious or not. That's the indication. Yes. Tatyanu kampa susmikshamano bhunjan evatma kritam vipaka. Who knows this verse? Naveen knows this verse? Naveen, I can't see you. Naveen Krishna Das. You know this verse? No? Or yes? Yes. Okay, please unmute Naveen. Tell this verse and the explanation. Can't hear. You have to unmute. You have to unmute yourself. Yes. No, you have to be loud. Yes, just come close to the. Yes. We can't hear you. Everyone should be ready anytime. We can't hear you. Because it's a very important verse. Everyone should know this. Okay. We can't hear you, Naveen. I'm sorry. So, who can tell me this? Wait. Is Trideshwari there? She knows so many verses.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yes. We can't see you.
Okay. Yes, a moment.
I told so many times, everyone should be ready. Buckle up.
Yeah, so Maharaj, you wanted the verse?
Yes. Tatyanukampa susmikshamano.
Okay. Tattanukampam susamikshmano bhunjan eva atma kritam vipakam harit vak vapurvi vidadhatu namaste jivita sadayabhak mukti pade
Jivata yo mukti pade sadayabhak.
Yes.
Again, one more time.
Tattanukampam susamikshmano bhunjan eva atma kritam vipakam harit vak vapurvi vidadhatu namaste. Jivita yo mukti pade sadayabhak.
Yes. Meaning?
The meaning is the one who the one who's always even if there are obstacles in his life due to his past karmas, previous karmas of his past lives, and he performs bhajan with his body, mind, and speech. He is, how do you tell that? He is he's qualified to attain your mercy, and even Mukti Padesa Dayabhag. Even Lakshmi, who's at your lotus feet, is not qualified to attain that position or something.
Okay, no, but what you said, 70% is correct. But you mind if I ask someone else to give translation?
Yes, it's okay, Maharaj.
Achha. No, but what you said, I'm fully convinced 70% is correct. Achha. Then, Braj Kishore, can you? He's also very learned.
Not at all. Okay, so
something very good about Braj Kishore is his surname is very interesting. When I met him in South Africa, and he got initiation from me, and one day he wrote an email, and he signed his email by writing Bim Maharaj. I got so upset. You're so immature. You start thinking you are Maharaj like me. Then he said, no, maybe you got, wrong concept about me. He said, my surname is Maharaj. Wow, you are born as Maharaj. You see? But you have to become Maharaj. Sannyas for you. Okay. I want you to preach in South Africa. Okay, online classes, because you do a lot of reading, I know, and you're very sincere devotee. So just go on. Even if it is 1 or 2% online, doesn't matter. But I want you to preach there, online. Okay. So what is the meaning of this verse?
Okay, so means that one should accept whatever is coming to him as the reactions of his past karma, and he should go on performing bhakti. And in this way, one should accept whatever is coming to him as the mercy of the Lord, or his past karma. And in this mood, one could Jivate Mukti Tada Sedabhak. One okay, the last point I'm not so clear on.
Everyone getting stuck with that point. Okay. But you are also very close. Achha. Wait. Who else? Taruni Gopi. Radha Sundari? Huh? You don't know this? That's a surprise. Jashri? Oh my God. Achha. Ananta? Yes. Ananta is confident. Kagdila. Please unmute Ananta Krishna.
The pronouns Maharaj.
Yes.
So the shloka is saying that one who is seeing all the problems as his as reactions of his past activities, and one who sees all what happens in his life as the mercy of Krishna, one who serves him with his speech, mind, and his body, is eligible to attain bhakti, eligible to attain mukti, which is at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna.
Exactly. Atlichna. Спасибо. Очень хорошо. Very nice boy. Okay, what he said, that person becomes qualified to hold this the mercy of Lord, who sees, in every circumstance, if it is positive or negative, any circumstance, understanding this as the mercy of the Lord. Okay, so who knows which previous life impressions coming in what way? If you see Mahabharata, there's a person called Shikhandi. Okay, right in the beginning of Mahabharata, Bhishma Pitama, Bhishma, he has this blessings from his father that he can leave body whenever he wants. No one can kill Bhishma. And whenever he wants to leave this body, it is upon his choice. Okay, here this Ichha Mrityu. That's why Bhishma have seen so many generations. He's not ready to leave his body. But only one person came. Because of that, Bhishma has to leave body. And that person is Shikhandi. What happened? Bhishma, there was an invitation of all the kings from all over the country to win over, this called Swayamvar, to win over the daughters of Kashiraj, the king of Kashi. 3 daughters, Amba, Ambalika, anyway. So Bhishma, the king of Kashi, invited all the kings, Ambika, Ambalika, and Amba, right? Ambika, Ambalika, Amba. And that's why where I'm constructing my temple, this Ambala, it is named after Ambika, Ambalika and Amba. Name after that. That was their territory. Anyway, and that's near to Kurukshetra, where Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. So, all kings were invited, but the king of Kashi, he didn't invited Hastinapur, means Bhishma. And Bhishma felt so insulted. What? They didn't invited me? Invited us? Hastinapur invited all other kingdoms? He became so upset, and in very angry, ferocious mood, he came there. All the kings ready to fight with him, but Bhishma is so strong and is so expert. He shoot one arrow and all the crowns of the kings fell on the ground. And Bhishma, he told these 3 girls, come with me and I want to marry you in my kingdom. So in other words, Bhishma took them. And it's a long story. I'm not going to details in that. But one of the girls got rejected by their boyfriend. That because Bhishma in front of everyone kidnapped you, I'm not going to accept you. Even though Bhishma sent her, to go. Okay, you are in love with one king, I spare you, go. But the king felt this is like a charity. No, I will not accept any charity from Bhishma. So some other time I will explain this very long story. So this girl came back to Hastinapur and told Bhishma, now you have to accept me because to whom I love, he rejected me. You are the one who brought me from my father's palace. Now you have to accept me. But Bhishma said, no, I can't. Oh lady, oh noble lady, I can't. Because I have taken a vow that I will never marry in my life. She said, but you have to accept me anyhow. He said, no, I can't. Then she said, okay, you hurt me so much. I will take revenge. I'll be the cause of your death. And in this way, she left her body, and in the next birth, she came as Shikhandi. She came as Shikhandi, male, not exactly male body, but unique body. Okay. And in the battle of Kurukshetra, he came in front of Bhishma, and Bhishma was not able to kill him. And the revenge was taken. Arjun shooted arrow on Bhishma, otherwise Bhishma cannot be defeated. But Arjun shooted arrow because Shikhandi came in between. And Bhishma said, I cannot kill anyone who is not man. I cannot kill that person. So he became weak. And taking this advantage, Arjun shooted arrow on Bhishma. And then he was on the arrows, in a bed of arrows, lying on the ground. And so this happened from previous life. And it happened in the life of Bhishma Pitama, and that's why Bhishma has to be on the bed of arrows. So any incident, anything, good, bad, positive, negative, can appear any time in life. Everyone has to prepare for that. Any moment. And that's the test of your loyalty. The test of your true friendship. How are you taking this? Are you coming to you, it can come to me. So, Tatyanukampa susvikshamano Bhunjan evatma kritam vipaka. Prabhu, it is because of my past deed. Something is coming in some way or the other, in between, in middle of my services to you, in between you and me. So considering this as a mercy of the Supreme Lord, that person become qualified mukti pade sadai bhag, to achieve that mukti, that liberation. That person. So much practical understanding and so much practical implication is needed in our daily practices. Not just, oh, I learn verses, I can speak Harikatha. Practical implication. There's so much in depth is there. And that makes what I say again and again, be mature, don't be childish. Be mature. Mature to understand from the perspective of scriptures, which gives us eyes, a vision. Very important. So Shri Bilmangal Thakur, he plugged his eyes, but he didn't stop his venture, and he went to Vrindavan. Immediately Krishna came and holded his hands. And Bilmangal Thakur, he got the touch of, transcendental touch of Krishna's hand. And then he started glorifying Krishna with beautiful verses. This is called Krishna Karnamrita, a beautiful book. The verses spoken by Shri Bilmangal Thakur. Yesterday, because I'm doing Bhagavad Sapta, Bhagavad Katha in Hindi, exactly this point came up in the Hari Katha. We can't, no, it is offensive to relate a person's past life with the present life. Or in the past, a person was drug addict. In the past, the person was prostitute. In the past, he was this, she was this. The past was past. We can't relate that. We have to see present. It's offensive. This is from scriptures. If we start considering that, then no one would have learned Krishna Karnamrit, which was the favorite book of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Mahaprabhu went to South India tour, he collected two. That was his only possessions he collected from South India. One is the book Brahm Samhita Govindam Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. The other book was Krishna Karnamrit, which is written by Bilwanga Thakur. But if by hearing this life history of Bilwanga Thakur, if we say, oh, he was addicted to prostitute, oh, then even after changing his mind, walking towards Vrindavan on his very auspicious and good venture to go to Vrindavan, again he got attracted to a woman. And that's why he plugged his eyes. Oh, I will not going to read this book. I'm not going to touch this book. Is it like that? All our acharyas, they're paying obeisances to Shibamanga Thakur and this book. If this is the case, then Devhuti, Mother Devhuti, she said one verse. Api aho bad shapacho ato grihan ya jivagre vartate nam tubhyam. Even a dog eater, one who eat dog, imagine how so low mode of ignorance, eating dog, the flesh of dog. Oh, but shapacho ato grihan, third canto, Bhagavatam. Jivagre vartate nam tubhyam. Even a dog eater, if he start chanting the pure holy names of the Lord, comes to the standard of a Brahmin. And in that course of chanting, he has already performed all austerities, all charities, all penance, everything. He's accomplished everything. Just on the one point, he start chanting the pure holy names of the Lord, of Krishna. That means even from that stage, coming to the chanting of Harinam, he is considered as a stage of Brahmin. There are so many examples full of in history. Valmiki, who wrote Ramayana, how the whole world came to know about Ramayana, Valmiki ji wrote this. Which in Kali Yuga? No, Treta Yuga. Which Treta Yuga? Even prior to Lord Ram took birth in that Treta Yuga, which is not this cycle of Treta Yuga. As I many times explained, the 24th Chatur Yogi of Brahma, that Treta Yuga, Valmiki ji. And what was his profession? What was his activities? Killing people. He was a murderer. He was a terrorist. Killing people. And he has no countability how many people he have killed in his life. He have no figures. But by the association of Naraji, completely changed. Was not even able to chant Ram. Straight Ram, no. Was only able to chant Mara, the reverse of the name Ram. And what is chanting? Mara, 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 Mara. The reverse of Ram is Mara. And by chanting Mara, Mara, if you continuously chanting Mara, Mara, what's happening? Ram is coming. Ram, Mara, 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 Mara. So ulat naam jag jag jana, Valmiki bhai Brahm samana. Even by chanting reverse of Ram, Shri Valmiki became worshipable of the entire world. So, do we respect Ramayana or not? Do we read Ramayana or not? We see Ramayana or not? But if we say, oh, who's the writer? Oh, he was a murderer. It's offensive. Tulsidas, who wrote Ram Charitramanas. Oh, thousands of examples like this. Okay. So, what is happening in lives And what is happening, positive or negative, always remember this. Tatyanu kampa susmikshmano. This is for what? For a person who is going through this. Tatyanu kampa susmikshmano. Okay. If some obstacle come in my life, I should able to concentrate, meditate on this verse. The mercy of Lord descended in this form because of my past impressions. I'm seeing the mercy of Lord. But for others, okay, this is for me. How about you? How about others? For others, mind your own anarthas. Mind your own business. Mind your own anarthas. Any anartha will come in on your way. What are you going to do? So many details and many considerations are there. Once upon a time, this question came to Srila Gurudev in Mathura Math. Something happened. Some wrong was been done by someone. Not exactly wrong, but some rumors were there. Was not sure something happened. Then Gurudev said, if you see wrong happen to someone, then always remember this verse from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, who will tell this? Api chet suduracharo. Jayashree knows this? Taruni? Yes or no? Api chet suduracharo? What happening to girls? Forgetting all verses? So important verse from Bhagavad Gita. So very important verse. Ananta Krishna knows. No? Acha. And Dhanishta knows. No. Anand Krishna knows this verse? No. Braj, Kishore? Okay, I will also say I don't know. Everyone is saying no. Pideshwari? Can't you guys cheat sometime? I'm asking and scrolling screen and immediately you can just search on your laptop and can cheat and just tell. Sometimes cheating is good. Acha, no? Api che suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadur eva samantavya samyak vyasita hi saha. Bhagavad Gita, very important. Try to learn this verse. What is the meaning? Gurudev told. Okay, I'll tell this later. Gurudev, the meaning is Apiche suduracharo bhajte mam ananya bhak. Read this verse from Bhagavad Gita. I don't know which chapter is this. But Krishna is saying, Apiche suduracharo. Even if you see something wrong in my devotee, still consider him as sadhu. Why? Because he's one-pointed devotion to me. He don't worship any other demigods. He don't praise any other one. He surrendered to me. And because of this, I'm fully impressed by seeing his services. Abhiche suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabhag. Sadur eva samantavya. This is my words. Consider him sadhu. No, Krishna, I can't. I can't. Krishna said, I'm saying this. Sadhu Reva Samantavya. This is my mantavya. This is my vision. You have to consider him sadhu. Samyak Vyavatisehi Saha. I'm not joking. Bhagavad Gita, read that. But only one point is, he's worshipping me one-pointedness. One-pointedness. So when this point came to Srila Gurudev about some rumor, Srila Gurudev said, when you see something like this, always remember this verse from Bhagavad Gita, because you are no one to see what other person is going through, anarthas or not. When it comes to you, then you always remember the pastime of Mahaprabhu rejecting Chota Haridas Thakur. Then you remember that. But when for others, always this verse of Bhagavad Gita. When it for you, you take example of Mahaprabhu rejecting Chota Haridas. So Vishnu Chakra Thakur, if you read Bhagavad Gita, it's in every language, Spanish, Russian, Chinese, Hindi, English, Dutch, all languages, Bhagavad Gita you can find. So read the commentary of Vishnu Chakra Thakur of this verse. You'll be amazed. I was amazed to read this. Krishna is ordering, literally ordering. Yeah. Krishna, but how can I take that person as sadhu? Because he's wicked. Krishna is saying, I'm saying this, and you have to obey me. Because he's one-pointed devotee to me. Konteha pratijani, the next verse of this. Konteha pratijani neha bhi karma shochati. No. Konteha pratijani name bhakta pranashati. O the son of Kunti, Arjun declare everywhere, my devotee never perish. I am always there to look after and take care of my devotee. Name bhakta pranashati. My devotee never perish because of only one point, that he is one-pointed serving me. See? This is called Shreya Kervika Chandrika Vitranam. One line took the whole class. What is Shreya? Shreya means auspicious. What is that auspicious? It can come in any way. It just depends how I'm taking that auspicious or not auspicious. But Jivito Mukti Pade Sadai Bhak. Only that person get qualified to hold that mercy of Krishna, who's seeing mercy of Krishna in all circumstances, favorable and unfavorable. Bhagavad Gita 9.30, this verse. 9.30. Okay, we'll hear tomorrow more. Or tomorrow is Deepavali, very auspicious day. And today, after sunset, my country here is not sunset yet, but if any country, you already got sunset, light a diya, a lamp, offer to the deities, Guru Tulsi, Maharani, Gurudev, go out from the door and face south direction. Face south direction and offer this lamp to that direction, and then just keep it outside the house. Because south direction is the direction of Yamraj, the king of death. Understand? But nothing to worry about. Yamraj is Mahajan, a pure devotee of Bhagwan. So we ask forgiveness for our offenses and sins to Yamraj, because he punish sinful person. So the southern direction, the south direction is the direction of Yamraj. Okay, and there is a mantra, but it is in Hindi. But anyway, you just do Maha Mantra and do this today, Diwali, and tomorrow Deepavali. Many people think Deepavali is only related to the pastime of Lord Ram, but actually no. This also have to do with Krishna pastime. Brajavasis, they light lamps, means this ghee wicks, and they worship Govardhan on that day under the guidance of Krishna. That's Deepavali. Deepa means lamp, and Ali means the line, the series of lamp. So Brajavasis, they worship Giriraj Govardhan under the guidance of instruction of Krishna. And the next day, they did Ankut festival. So many offerings to Govardhan. So we are in my place here. Tomorrow is Deepavali and Sunday is Ankut, 15th November. So many preparations. Devotees, they are preparing this. Because of COVID, not many people coming, only like 60, 70. But last year I was here and that was a big show, like 100, 170, 150 people one day. Let's see how many will come tomorrow. Day after. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. See you all tomorrow, same time. Hare Krishna.